human body apart like that, and exactly none of them are the things that mundane cops are equipped to deal with. Looked like I had a case. I knelt down by the body, working hard to ignore the cool sensation of something seeping through the knee of my jeans. Too bad those crime scene booties weren't hip waders. I looked closely at the neck wound, drawing annoyed glances from the crime scene photographer, who almost certainly didn't want a skinny private investigator with unruly brown hair getting in a shot. I didn't really care. I just hoped he got my good side, and then showed the pic to me so I'd know if I even have a good side. Fitzpatrick was right. This dude was decapitated the hardest way. I could see where the skin had stretched before tearing, and it looked like who, or whatever killed him, had given things a twist at the end, judging by how the arteries were slewed around in the neck. "Where was he killed?" I asked without looking up. "What makes you say he wasn't killed here?" Sabrina said as she walked up. She didn't kneel next to me, but her pants were nicer than mine, so I didn't blame her. Frankly, her whole outfit was nicer than mine. She was in a dark green scoop neck top, black pants, and black sneakers with her own set of lovely booties on them. I was rocking my very finest haute couture, a pair of jeans that would probably now have to be burned, and a Killer Saga t-shirt I'd found at Heroes Ain't Hard to Find a couple weeks before. I had a long-sleeved black dress shirt hanging open, doing a really mediocre job hiding the Glock under my left arm, but it was no worse than the ill-fitting suit jacket Fitzpatrick had on. There's nowhere near enough blood. What's out here? Maybe a liter? That means there's at least 4, maybe 5 liters missing. I can't really tell how big this guy was with his head over there. It's screwing up my estimating, but you get my point. "Yes, I do. Come over here." She turned and walked over to a dumpster with the lid open. I followed, the coppery scent of blood getting stronger with every step. "Seriously?" I asked, looking at the dumpster. It was your garden variety industrial trash container, about 5 feet tall by 8 feet wide, blue, with rust shining through pretty much everywhere. There was a locking bar that should have been holding the lid closed, but it was bent all to hell. One of the plastic lid sections was ripped almost completely off, hanging by a scrap of the surviving hinge. I peeked inside, and my eyes confirmed what my nose had already told me. The dumpster was full of blood. "What the hell?" I asked, turning to Sabrina. "Your killer decapitated the dude in the dumpster, then yanked him out and tossed him aside. I mean, I get the metaphorical dumping him like garbage, but he was in the garbage already." "I'm as baffled as you are. I've seen some weird shit in my time, and way more of it since I started dating you. But this one is out there." "Did you find anything in the bottom of the dumpster?" I asked. "We haven't sifted through that yet," Sean said, giving a sympathetic look toward the crime scene techs. "Those folks were not in for a good night." "Can you pick up on anything that we might miss?" Sabrina asked, reminding me that I wasn't there just for my scintillating wit. I closed my eyes and focused on the sense around me, which was every bit as enjoyable as one would expect. Every vampire has different abilities, almost like specialties. I got a really hyper-jacked sense of smell, and I'm crazy fast. My best friend Greg is strong, stronger than any 2 normal vampires, and our roommate Abby is also strong, with the power of super snark. She probably had that one when she was human, but dying and being reborn certainly fine-tuned it. The alley was a breeding ground for scents, almost none of them appealing. I smelled the kitchen garbage from the Italian place, the cleaner scent of cardboard and plastic from the video store, and the light aroma of homeless person piss laying under everything like an acidic foundation. There was blood, of course, the pungent, coppery scent that usually made my mouth water. Instead, the toxic mix of odors killed my appetite. There was shit, and more urine, centered around the corpse, because that's what happens when you die. All your muscles relax. There was something else, though. Something familiar, but faint, almost vague. I couldn't tell where I knew that scent from, but it was definitely familiar. It was the strongest around the dumpster, but there were hints of it around the body as well. I walked back over to the body and knelt beside it again, trying to separate the familiar scent from the regular death and garbage smells. I closed my eyes to concentrate, but the more I tried to nail it, the more others...